Every streamer needs at least one skilled video editor to bring their content to the next level. Today, I'll walk you through the essential skills you need to start editing League of Legends videos, whether you're aiming to build a professional portfolio or simply want to edit your own gameplay. This video will be split into two parts. The first part will cover setting up the tools and downloading the clip. In this part, we'll learn how to download the correct gameplay from Twitch, along with the chat log. To do this, we'll use an amazing tool called Twitch Downloader. As usual, all links will be provided in the description. After opening the website, go to Releases and from the list choose the one with the Windows graphical user interface. Download the file and extract its contents. Once it's done, locate the Twitch Downloader application within the folder and double-click to open it. There's no need for installation, as the app runs directly from the extracted files. I'll only explain how to use the app to download what we need. You can explore more of its features through the links in the description. First, go to the channel with the gameplay or the clip you want to download, copy the link from the browser, and paste it into the app in the stream download window, like this. And make sure to click on Get Info. From here, you can see that the stream was successfully loaded with the duration, title, and all the available resolutions that you can choose from. You can set the start and end of the clip from here. Focus only on adding the hour and minute duration. There's no need to add seconds. A progress bar will appear on the bottom right to let you know when the download is finished. And with that, our clip has been successfully downloaded. To download the chat log, go to this window and place the same stream link, then click on Get Info. Enter the same timing as we did earlier, and click the download button. The last step we're going to do is to render the downloaded chat from the Render tab. Locate your chat.json file and click on Render. If you have a long duration, the render will take more time, so be careful with the timing. And here is the result, our chat with the emotes and everything. The next part of this video is editing the gameplay, and for this, you can use any decent editing software like Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, or Final Cut Pro. They all have the same core tools that we're going to use. And before we continue, a huge shout out to Spearshot for letting me use his content and a big thanks to him for helping make this available for everyone. There are two types of videos you can make from a stream. You can either create a long format video covering the full match, or a short form video. In this video, I'll explain how to create the second type. And just to illustrate, we can use Tyler1's videos as an example of the long format editing style. They are typically around 20 to 40 minutes, starting with an intro of Tyler1 talking, followed by the gameplay with a few cuts here and there. This type of editing is straightforward and doesn't require much time or advanced editing knowledge. Our focus, however, will be on short format videos, usually around 12 to 22 minutes, like the ones on Stylish channel. After importing our files to the editing software, you can directly change the chat clip size to around 65%. After that, place it in the bottom left, and of course, take your time tweaking the placement until it's right. I have also made this simple overlay to make it more visually appealing. I will add it over everything and edit the size so it match with the chat clip. Besides placing the chat at the bottom, you can also position it at the top and remove the black background using the color key or Luma key. Additionally, there are extra useful settings in the Twitch Downloader app that can help you achieve the look you prefer the most. And here we have the final result. And just before we start cutting and slicing our video, we have to nest everything so we can ensure the chat stays in sync with the rest of the clip. I have put together a simple workflow template to keep everything organized for you. This template breaks the process into clear steps, and I will guide you through each one, explaining what to do and why it's important. By following it, you'll stay focused and ensure you're covering everything efficiently. One of the most important things to do is watching the full video so you can have a solid understanding of what's going on. You might be tempted to start cutting parts out as soon as possible to save time, but the more attention you give to watching the full thing, the more it will benefit you later on. Another useful approach is to use markers to highlight key moments or to mark the less relevant parts. You can do that by double-clicking on the nested clip and make sure you are not selecting any track inside. Then press M from the keyboard. You will see this new icon over the timeline. Hold the Alt key and drag the marker left or right to set the duration. Double-click on it to change the color. For example, you can set a note on the green color for the important parts, add red marker for the parts to delete, and blue for the places where you want to add an effect, like a camera zoom or a text. And when you go outside the nested clip, you will find the markers over the nested clip. For the hook, you can either use a commentary intro, an exciting moment from the video, or a new idea. This is totally up to you and your creativity. In my case, I am going to use this marked part by making a cut over the nested track. And I will copy and paste the clip to the start of the sequence. The next step is what I call the director's cut, and at this point, you are the James Cameron. Before I add any heavy visual transitions from the hook to the rest of the video, I need to find a good starting point to maintain a smooth flow. You can't just start the video with some random commentary. The audience on YouTube won't be able to follow along, and it will only create confusion for the viewers. For example, these 2 minutes here are just about Spearshot talking to his chat about the previous game, which isn't relevant to the viewers. And since I've already watched the full video, there is a marker I did add to what I considered to be a good starting point. Let me play both starts for you so you can see the difference.
Unstoppable. So he's got his W that makes him unstoppable. And then he has his R, which if he times correctly also makes him unstoppable. And then he's got his W again that resets off cooldown that again makes him unstoppable.
That was the irrelevant part where he was yapping about Einstein physics law and its relationship with K'Sante skills. And this is the part where I will make my new starting cut point.
Shall I call anyone on this team? Shall I call Phantasm? I don't have him added on anything.
From here on, you can start making cuts and removing all unnecessary parts, like silence or moments without impactful visual information, such as walking to the lane. And also don't hesitate to cut out commentary sections if they don't add value to the overall edit. There's no need to stress about the first draft of your cuts. Your main goal is to trim down the overall video length to something between 12 to 20 minutes, depending on how long the game is. You might also notice that sometimes the chat log we added is not necessary, or it's affecting the overall look. To fix this inconvenience, you can easily go inside the nested clip and cut the parts where you don't need the chat and overlay to appear on. For visual effects, you can use a wide range of skills and tools to make your video more engaging. For example, you can use animated text over the clip or by adding subtitle with some interesting effects. I've made several videos explaining this topic, and I'll leave the links for them in the description. You can also use video effects, which include adding any type of effect to specific parts of the video, such as changing the mood with black and white colors and an overlay of water drops on a window. Adding a B-roll, like a meme or a relevant clip, is another great option. Keep in mind the importance of camera control. If there are parts where you want the streamer to appear on full screen, you can zoom in accordingly. To do that, create a cut on the nested clip, and while holding the Alt key, drag it to the track above. This will duplicate the same clip. Select that clip, then scale and adjust the positioning until it's right.
Hey, I'm sorry I griefed. Bro, what are you sorry about?
For the sound editing, there isn't much work to do besides adding some sound effects or background music occasionally. You can use this free pack I made to help you along the way. If you want to use music alongside commentary, it's better to enable this useful option from the audio panel. Here's how. First, select the commentary audio clip and tag it as dialogue. Then, set the tag of track music as music. Enable the ducking option under the Essential Sound panel. Adjust the settings, then click Generate Keyframes to balance the audio levels automatically. And as you can see, Premiere added the audio levels for us. Now let's play and see the result.
Stop screaming, you watch streamer. Bill, you're on my bad list, bro. Like, Bill, like, I don't even like you, little bro. You tune in once a week, and when you tune in, you're just waffling in my ear, yeah? You fail to adapt. The new mods are in place. You can disappear, do you understand?
Reviewing your work is hands down one of the most important steps in creating quality content. In editing, small errors, if they keep popping up, can really put off your viewers. And remember, every stream has its own unique audience. Your editing style, the cuts you make, the visual effects you add, and even how you use graphics, each of these plays a huge role in leaving an impact and earning loyal followers. And the more attention you give to polishing every detail, the more trust you'll build with your audience. And just before you hit export, save your project and take a break. Coming back with fresh eyes will help you catch missed details and give you a better perspective on how your video flows. A little extra effort at this stage can make a big difference. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it either helped you or entertained you a bit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.